Okay, so this is my very quick tutorial on freefall events because I fucking hate making tutorials. So the first step is you unzip the zip file on the Saltfuls 3 itch page, which contains all the freefall assets. Ignore my file type icons. I changed those for the fuck of things. The important part is these, this, that, and that. You won't have that because that's just the zip file itself. I have it in the folder. So first is the .yarn file. There are several ways to make .yarn files. You can download Visual Studio Code and make them through there. There's an extension in that, or you can edit these through Notepad. So yeah, the format's pretty simple. The important part is uh, if has party space, uh, and then these three lines, which is how you remove the character in the overworld and hire them into the party, and the else statement. Um, left set sets who's on the left, right set sets who's on the right. Left focus makes left, puts the speech bubble on which side, or right focus. Left sound, right sound makes noise for talking. So just copy this format sort of. Oh yeah, the end if here too. And then this bit here is also important. The right set and left set. Stuff like Noak and Bosch exists in the base game. You can just call those. For your own custom speakers, you will have to do a little bit of extra stuff, but I've super simplified it here. Now, for the free full events itself, the first things you need to do is drag in these two packages. Unity's awesome and imports things super quickly. I love Unity. That's not true at all. Oh my god, oh my god. It always gets stuck on the fucking compiling C sharp scripts. How hard is it to compile fucking two scripts? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I swear to god. Ugh. That's gonna take a billion years. So. No, I can't really explain that without. Ugh. Come on, be faster. I want to get this over with. Yes, you do this option. The ignore any problems. Um, I'm good. You can get this package off Yarn Spinner's like GitHub too or something. But it just needs to be a 1 something version specifically, not a 2 point something version. Is it still doing shit? What the fuck? What's your damage? I hate this. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh, and of course, it doesn't let me click over because it's fucking stupid. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Okay, so you need that. You don't need to asset bundle any of this, by the way. But this, the second package. Uh, and by the way, you can only get that from here. That's like stuff I made. Uh, although you don't actually need it. The only thing you need from that is this because it has this. You don't need to asset those either because that's scripts. Normally you would have to asset this stuff, but this is my stuff. Uh, so if you want to use these as references for how they look, you can. But actually, like, it's pretty simple. You'd probably only have to asset bundle this if you want to make prefab variants off that, and even then, it's not that hard. So I'm going to create some from scratch folder. Grah. You would asset bundle this into fucking something. And then here, what you do is you go to game object, create empty, and then you name it. Oh no, I usually name it like room. I just stick room on it because then I have to do less stuff when if they're all consistent, I have to do less funny stuff. You drag it down here. You do that, and then gra room, you need create empty, and this is, and then you need for that you need the box collider 2D, and that's the only thing you need there. And then you do create empty again, and this time you only need sprite render. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. You can add extra stuff, but well, I mean, it's not like done. Normally, you'd also add like a sprite to be the free fool. Um, like find something random I can use. Well, okay. I'm going to go pull something from here, and we just drag it there. Is this why is that not 000? And then going back to here. Normally you'd have to asset bundle your sprites too, but this is like I don't give a shit. This is just a very quick example. Next thing you need to do is you need to move the box collider around, and that's pretty much it. And then you would asset bundle this with, and then you do build asset bundles, and you'd collect your asset bundle, and then you'd put your asset bundle as an embedded resource in your mod. Oh wait, you also need to put the yarn file in here too. You just drag it in, you open it, you click this, and it'll say blah 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 blah, and you hit apply because you don't fucking care. And then you also asset bundle this. So you need those two, and then in your mod, there are ways to load asset bundles, but we'll get to that later. The thing you need to do is this script needs to be added into your mod. You can do like project add existing item, and then just look through it for it here. Or you can do fucking where's open containing folder. And then once you're here, you can literally just drag and drop it in if you so please. I already have it in this mod because it's the mod where it came from. So here you would change your namespace probably, but here most of this can be ignored for now. The stuff here is each of these classes. You need one of these for each free fool. The part here, the name and then files needs to be changed. This I'll get to in a bit. The zone number. This depends on like whether your sprite's facing left. Like this sprite, for instance, faces center, so I would put this to false and this to true. So other sprites face left, this would be true, and this is false. Some sprites face right, so they're both false. This is the color. You can use any program that has a color picker. I use Asprite and just be like, it's best to take it off the sprite, but you can also just get like a random color. And you just need the RGB value. That's what it is. 255 is the opacity. This one has a custom talk sprite actually, so you do it like this. Most of them have it set up like this. So you might actually want to use, I think, showroom and not cult room probably for your base. This you need to change a couple things. So first is the path name. Back. It's the path stuff is up here. This class is backrooms. Where's the strings? Path is assets rooms. You may change that if you named your folders different. Why does it do that? My original stuff had assets rooms, and you'll see that here when you go to this room. Like this one is, for instance, assets rooms bloom room dot prefab. So what this is getting is assets rooms, and then down here, the assets rooms plus bloom, which is this name here, and then room dot prefab. The other thing you need to change is down here. I have it as salt.name.tryhard higher because that's how I have mine written up. Here, like salt.cn.tryhard, salt.vermilion.tryhard. You might have yours named differently. I recommend with this 3 dot system, its system, and then just change the name and then change the full name. But you can do it however you want, but it just makes it more complicated if you want to like change that. That's pretty much the only things you need to do down there. Up here, the file name is the character's like thing. So like, let me open magician. So her name here is Vermilion. So her character name would just be Vermilion underscore ch. It's a pattern. You'd have to include spaces if there are spaces in the name. However, you'll have to also like do some really fucked up shit because you can't hire characters with spaces in their names in here because of how Yarn Spinner works. Where is it? The try hire. Yeah, hire character, and that needs to be like one like string, no spaces. So tough luck. There are ways to get around that, but I don't fucking care. This part here, static brutal API character and then we go to. So your classes may not have these. What I do here is I have up here public static character and then crackhead, and then in the add function at the end of the add function I do crackhead equals Karen. Character is the Kara is the character equals new character that I set up for this character. Yeah, so these things are what you need to change. This stuff, unless you're doing funky stuff, you don't need to change. Here, you only need to change this, and then the rest you don't need to change unless you're doing funky stuff. And if you're just doing simple stuff, that's fine. And then up here, so each of these, I do them in try catches. You can just do, fucking cult room dot setup. Oh, great, it's not working. Thank you for fucking letting it. You would just call these, basically. I'm calling these in a more elaborate way that if they do break, it doesn't break nearly as badly. So you would need to do the dot setup in calibrate and the dot add in add for all of your little classes down here. If you had more, you'd have more. If you had less, you'd have less. And then yes, the setup as well. You need to do stuff here. First is the asset bundle. Assets equals. I have it called a different asset bundle that's loaded here. But if you're only using the asset bundle for this, then what you do is load asset bundle. It would just be asset bundle dot load from memory resource loader dot resource binary, and then just the name of your asset bundle. Mine is named Pain Star. You just stick it as an embedded resource in your mod. But yeah, you get the asset bundle that. And then the yarn needs to be changed as well. You need to load asset yarn program pathless. And then I have cn.yarn because it's down here. Yours might be named something differently. Um, yeah, and then you ignore the rest of that. That doesn't need to be changed. And then you would just call this setup in your awake. I did forget something, and that's that you need to add a couple dependencies to your mod. In Brutal Orchestra data managed, uh, you need to add all three of these as dependencies to your mod. So project. So you would like make copies of those files, stick them in a different folder, and then add project, reference those. Yeah, that's it. If you didn't get it, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I could not care less. I really could not care less.